All right, so I think this might be the moment a lot of people online waiting for.
Yes. The moment of truth. Our special guest. Our interview.
Should I do drum roll?
Yeah, go ahead.
Who we got? TPE! Welcome.
How y'all doing today?
Chilling, man. Chilling. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. It's a pleasure being here.
Shit.
Yes, we're glad to have you.
Right, you came all the way out here from Baltimore?
Yeah.
Okay. What part of Baltimore?
Baltimore County, west side.
Okay.
County city line.
Okay.
Nice. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into this interview. So
Yes,
I gotta ask from the jump, TPE, what does that stand for?
Trap Pack Entertainment.
Okay.
Trap Pack Entertainment. Okay. And, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm about to say, so I started it, I'm going to say maybe 4 years ago. It was me and a couple homeboys. It was trying to get, you feel me, all of my close friends, you feel me, to essentially take that energy that they apply in the streets, you feel me, to apply to something that they like.
Right,
you feel me? Like something that they actually good at. You feel me? So instead of you out here trapping in the streets, you trapping your dream. You feel me? Alright. But
true, that's Trap Pack Entertainment. Okay. I fuck with it. So let me ask you, as an artist and stuff, like, you know, how long have you been doing music and stuff? Like, you know, who's like some of your inspirations and like why do you make music? You know what I mean?
So I started. That's kind of like a 3-part answer.
Right, my bad.
Yeah,
I didn't mean
you
No,
right.
No, like it's as far as like when I started, you feel me? Because like I started writing in like elementary, middle school, not really knowing what I was doing. You feel me? Like I mean, I knew what I was doing, but like it wasn't with the intentions on me becoming a rapper. You feel me? Like one of my older cousins, you feel me, that passed away. He was a big producer in DC. You feel me? So that's originally where I'm from.
Okay.
But yeah, so like just growing up, hearing about him being in the studio with all these rappers, I was like, oh, let me try to write something. You feel me? And I pretty much got a habit of doing it. You feel me? To the point where I was getting in trouble in school and stuff. So my parents was they had got on me about it, like to the point where I started getting punished. Like they'd throw my rap books away. Like I had whole journals that, you feel me, just filled with me just writing stuff. You feel me? And you feel me? But because of the stuff that I was talking about, you feel me, and me being at a young age, because I grew up listening to Trick Daddy, 3-6 Mafia, Bone Thugs, you feel me, Eazy-E, all of them, you feel me, like all the old gangster rap, you feel me. So like I'll never forget one day getting in trouble listening to Scissor. You feel me?
Oh, true.
You feel me? But,
that's funny.
Somebody commented and said it was Reckless saying making beats with his pencils.
Yeah, I used to do that too. I know, bro. I got put out of class so many times doing that.
And it's like, you know, even you saying like, you know, like that the doubt, like, you know, people like, you know, like just even family and stuff too sometimes, like, you know what I mean, it's like you don't expect it sometimes, that like from your family and stuff, or maybe they don't understand your vision, or you know what I mean, they don't see it, because like I have my family say the same shit. It was like when I told my mom I was gonna start doing music, she's like, you gonna make money out of it? Like, you gonna be able to do this, you gonna be able to do that? And I'm thinking in my head like, shit, can I? You know what I mean? But I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, why not? You know what I mean? And it's like, now we started a business. Now we have the podcast. Now we have, you know, these different endeavors and stuff going on. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like you said, like how, for someone who like had like, you know, gets up, like has somebody come to you like doubtful and shit, how do you respond to that?
I'm not gonna lie, it's been hard. You feel me? Like I still struggle with it a little bit. You feel me? Because like I had dealt with a lot of family issues growing up. You feel me? Like some at one point it was physical abuse and all that. You feel me? But like just dealing with my family not really supporting everything, like it made it hard. You feel me? So I had stopped writing for like years. You feel me? I didn't start writing again until probably like my senior year in high school. You feel me? And that was just off of some. Me and my homeboys was at home one day getting high, and one of them put some beats on. I was just playing around, start freestyling.
That's how it happens.
Literally, it's how it happens.
Everybody looked at me like, bro,
you fine.
Why are you not in this right? So I'm just like, bro.
What did that feel like? Like, not
right.
really.
You feel me? I ain't really think too nothing of it. You feel me? Because like my homeboys at that time, like I was one of the more popular ones, and they weren't. You feel me? So like when they said it, I was like, man, now y'all just saying that because like y'all my loyal homies. You feel me? But like I recorded a track one day. Like we all ended up putting money together. Got a mic, got a little mixer, got a computer and everything. You feel me? And I had recorded a track one day, let a couple people hear it at school, and they were just like, yeah, nah, you gotta do that. You feel me? And I'm not gonna lie, even still at that time, I wasn't taking it serious. So I was more along the lines of I want to be an engineer. You feel me? So I learned how to do engineering before I actually like really started recording.
That's cool. Okay.
So let's talk about that because that's powerful too. You know what I mean? Because as an artist, like if you're able to produce and mix
ownership,
and master, ownership, right? Like she said, you know what I mean? If you're able to do all that, you don't gotta cut nobody a check, nothing, bro. You listen, that's all you. You know what I mean? And then you said you have like a clothing brand and all that stuff too,
so
and stuff.
This is my clothing brand.
Okay.
That I'm working on. Like it's on hold right now, but you feel me? I
like the reflective stuff on there and stuff.
My plans is hopefully by the end of March everything will be, you feel me, back how it need to be. And I'm working on getting everything in the store. But Ayo Boutique, shout out to Ayo Boutique.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay. Out in Baltimore, yes.
Yes.
Check them out.
But yeah, my clothing brand is I Am Who I Am, and literally it means exactly what it says. Like I am who I am. You feel me? And I want, like, my goal is for anybody that wears this, they feel confident in themselves. You feel me? Like they're not trying to chase an image. You feel me? Like they're getting what they want, dressing how they want. You feel me? To look and be who they want. You feel me? Like. And no judgment, you feel me? Like,
yeah, that's fire. Like,
yeah, like people spend too much time judging other people. You feel me? Worry about yourself, live your life, be happy.
Facts.
Y'all heard it here, TPE tabs. We got Reckless in the comments. Said with my bros, TPE tabs #1 on the list. So I have a question for you. Did you have like any mentors, like? You know, I know you said you had some family that you looked up to, but like, was there a mentor that kind of like took you and was like, look, these are the ropes, this is how you do it, or did you just go find it yourself?
Yeah, I had to go find it myself because, like, my family comes from, they were in the streets, but then majority of them went into the military, and they all went on the straight and narrow. So once they heard that I was rapping, they was like, nah, you need to go to school, you need to go do something. Like, rap is not where it's at. So, like, I tried the school route. You feel me? I went to trade school for HVAC, but I realized majority of the stuff I had already learned already just off of trying to fix stuff in the house. You feel me? So, like, and I got I low key got ADHD. So you feel me? It was hard for me to pay attention in class. Like, I'm learning stuff. Like, y'all trying to teach me stuff that I already know. You feel me? It was to the point where I was coming to school, finishing my classwork for the whole week that first day. Cause like they give us a packet, you feel me? And I come into class, grab the packet while he's giving his lecture, whatever. I'm in the back.
You in there turning it in?
Yeah, like I'm in the back of class with my book, just writing everything down. You feel me? Doing everything. Cause it's like at that time I also had a baby on the way. You feel me? So like I was working. You feel me? Trying to get money together. I had just got locked up too. You feel me? So it was all of that on top of me going to school. My focus wasn't where it needed to be. You feel me? And I ended up not even dropping out. I got put out. You feel me? Because of my attendance, like not even my grades. So once I did that, that's where I finally got back into music.
And like that was when you took it serious.
Yeah, that's when I was like, all right, you know what? I did what y'all said I should do, and this didn't work out for me. So I'm about to do what I want to do now. You feel me? Like I'll take your advice along the way. You feel me? But this is my life. I'm an adult now. You feel me? I'm about to do what I want to do.
Right.
You feel me?
And it's like another thing too is like a lot of people like to install like their fears into other people just because like they haven't had an opportunity or experience or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like people live inside like a box of like understanding of like, okay, this is what it is. This is all I know type shit. You know what I mean? But it's like, for me, like, I've had the experience to be able to, like, you know, go to different places. Like I said, my family's from Mexico, so I see, you know, I got family from Juarez, I got family from, like, rugged areas and shit. And it's like, you know, out here I see, you know, how Florida is, I see how Atlanta is, I see how New York is. I've been to all these places, and I see, you know, how people like, you know, just
Sorry, I thought the stream ended. It just cut off and everything.
Oh, okay.
But to make sure we were still live, y'all. Continue.
Okay. Oh man, I was losing what I was saying.
You got family. You been seeing how people are in Florida.
Yeah, so it's like perspectives of life. You feel me? It's like, you know, what people say, like, oh, you shouldn't go and do rap. You shouldn't go do. Why not? You feel me? Because at the end of the day, it's like, it's better to go and try and do something than have that feeling of like, damn, I should have went and tried that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd rather say, hey, I went and did that shit and it fucked up or whatever. It went good, whatever. At least I experienced that. You feel me? Because then I can say for myself, like, it's good or bad. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And it's like, it took me a while to really learn that. You feel me? Because like, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the Baltimore artists that's like hot now, I went to school with a lot of them. You feel me? Like Bang Hunter Izzy, like that was one of my mans. Like me and him started doing tattoos together. You feel me? Like when he started doing music, that was around the time when I had essentially like first got back into writing when I was in school. You feel me? And during that time, like I was trying to get money to go to the studio with him. You feel me? I wasn't working or nothing, but you feel me? My people was like, nah, I'm not about to give you money to go to a studio for an hour. Like, damn, you feel me? Not realizing like my family weren't, you feel me? They didn't really come from an artistic background, so they didn't really know what it takes to be an artist. Like you are essentially investing in yourself. Like it's not the studio time that you. I mean, yeah, essentially you investing in studio time, but that studio time is for you. You feel me? For your music. So like, let's see if you gonna learn that or you gonna spend that money. You feel me? Since I didn't have the financial means to do it, I learned all that stuff on my own.
So you produce, you write your own.
Or somebody does tattoos.
Yeah. Tattoos. You have a clothing brand.
You got clothing brands.
What else? Is there anything else here?
Right. Like, what else you do?
Yeah, I customize and restore sneakers. Like any type of sneakers. Air Forces, Jordans, Adidas, Timbs, Uggs, anything you name it.
Okay, that's huge because, like, even right now, I mean, I know there's people in the room that might even be hearing some light bulbs and stuff. There's 3 people in here with clothing lines. Just a guess.
Yeah, true. He just gave me one of his hoodies, like the Legacy
right.
John. You know what I mean?
So,
like, and you sit here talking about your brand and stuff, so it's like,
right.
and then
we got Woo Up.
Yeah, we got Woo Up in the building, like. You know what I mean? So
we're not counting us, like
right.
all of us got.
Man, we all got our own stuff.
I just like to buy clothes, so like I like this conversation.
Right. Okay. But back to task.
Yeah, but say I do a lot. I even do photography, videography, graphic design, like literally any type of graphic design you can think of. Like,
and you taught yourself everything?
Yeah. Like the only thing that I actually had any training in was photography, and I did that in high school. So,
wow.
Like, yeah, I can thank my older sister for that. Like, my older sister, my mom's side, was, you feel me, real heavy into drawing and stuff. So she got me into that at an early age.
And it's like, I feel you too, bro. Cause like, you know what I mean? For myself, like, you know what I mean? Right now, like, not need to get into my business or anything like that, but like, you know, I work at, like, I'm a federal volunteer, you know what I mean, for the national parks and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So I'm, like, you know, diversifying the parks and stuff like that. Shout out to national parks. But, like I said, I've also worked in a medical facility with cannabis and stuff because I have epilepsy and shit. So it's like, you know what I mean? So for me, that was, like, an opportunity in itself. But it's like, I did all that shit, bro, without a GED or a diploma. Wow. You know what I mean? And I don't have it to this day. You feel me? And it's not because I didn't want to or whatever. It's because, like, I was going through some shit in my life at that time where I couldn't go to school. I had to go get a fucking job. You feel me? I had to get money in my pocket. So it's like I left school to go get a job. You feel me? And I ended up living with a bunch of Mexicans who was like, yo, I'll give you a room for like $100. You know what I mean? I'll give you a job. Yeah, that's where, you know what I mean? That's where I came out of. You know what I mean? Like, from the, like, and it's like, so they gave me an opportunity. You feel me? And it's like, from then and there, like, I just, like you said, I did shit for myself because it's like, you know what I mean? At that point, it's like nothing else was working out for you. You feel me? So it's like, But like I said, a bunch of Spanish homies just gave me an opportunity, a house, a spot to live in, to, you know what I mean, do something, you feel me? And it's like I said, this whole time, I've done all this without a GED diploma and shit. I can't drive. I don't have a license diploma or a permit because of my epilepsy and shit. So it's like, it's hard for me to do shit. I got 2 kids, you know what I mean? And a bunch of shit, you feel me? And it's like, at the end of the day, like, you cannot let that shit, like, just, like, hold you back and shit. Because, like I said, you are your money maker. You are the asset.
Yes,
you know what I mean? And then it's like, if something happens to that, then what? You feel me? Yeah, no, straight up. And like I said, you know what I mean? Now that I did everything, right? I now have time for myself to go and get my GED. Like, I'm trying to get my GED now and shit, you feel me?
Right.
And it's like, I don't really need it, but for myself, it's more of like, let me go back and finish that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know what I mean? I went through a lot of shit to not be able to do that. And it's like, so let me take the time now. You know what I mean? Now that I did everything I wanted to do. I worked for a cannabis facility. I'm in a federal government job right now. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, go back and finish my shit. And it's not even for me. It's for everyone else too. Because it's like, you know, I hope this inspires my kids. I hope this inspires you. I hope this inspires others to be like, you know what I mean? It's never too late. You know what I mean? It's never too late.
Right. And with that, you know, just to kind of going off of what both of y'all said, it's like, you know, money, economic status, health, like, yes, nobody really starts out equally per se. I know there's a lot of stuff with like equality and equity. I'm not going to get all into that. But regardless, there's some positions in life that you're like anointed for, basically. Like, you might not have the credentials on paper, but with the right hard work and some faith, whether that be in a higher power or in yourself or both, you know what I mean? It's like, you can do whatever. So it's like, I was going to give a round of applause for real, because what they both just said was some real shit. And like, you know what I mean? Don't ever let your situation stop you. Just like both of them, they created a way. You know what I mean? So
and like we're saying right now, hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard.
Exactly.
You feel me? It's like, I don't give a fuck about your talent, but if you ain't working hard, I don't give a fuck.
There's someone working harder next to you.
Somebody working harder, yeah.
You know
and
what
it's
I mean?
like, and with all the shit that you had to go through and shit, you was still like, nah, I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Solid, like,
you got customizations, you doing tattoos, you're an artist, you producing, mixing your own stuff. It's like, that's a big accomplishment, bro. And like I said, I just wanna, you know what I mean, just give you the props.
Right.
For real.
So with all that being said, like, you know, what's something that stands out to you that you've experienced, like, on this journey with the music?
Honestly, being in front of other people, like, and actually being able to finally express myself, and like, yeah, it's judgment, but you feel me? I'm doing this for me. You feel me? Like it or love it. You feel me? Like, that's just a plus for me. You feel me? But I don't know. I get a kick out of being on stage. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, cause it was like,
that's cool.
Growing up, like, I've been so, like, even though I was known in school, you feel me, but I was also known to be by myself. Like, everybody knew who I was, but they would know that, you feel me, I was by myself. And if you saw me with people, 9 times out of 10 it was an issue. So, you feel me, but I stayed to myself, you feel me. Like, I never really was the type to really be opening up to people, or, you feel me, I was never like somebody that wanted to speak in school, you feel me, like in front of everybody. Like, I was never that type, you feel me. But like, I don't know, a lot of that started to change my senior year, you feel me, like, cause I transferred schools, you feel me, and then I guess that, like, even though the schools were literally down the street from each other, it was a completely different atmosphere. You feel me? Like, so getting around all of the other people in that new school, and then like a lot of my closer friends that actually went to that school. You feel me? Like, people that actually cared about, you feel me, what I had going on, like that. It helped, but like.
So you're saying, like, when that move happened and you were in like a new environment, you kind of got accepted more?
Yeah, I wouldn't even say accepted more, but like, it was it kind of being around them, they helped me open up more. You feel me? Because it was like everybody was trying to get me to do more things. Like, cause they were like, nah, like, bro, you good at this. Like, you nice with this. Like, nah, come on, I want you to try this. I want to see you do this. You feel me? I want to see what this like. You feel me? So like,
facts.
It's I had seen like I can name so many people that have like pretty much blown up that I done went to school with, you feel me, and all of them have inspired me because it was like that's what I wanted to do, you feel me, when I was in high school, you feel me. I didn't have that support that they did, you feel me, but once I finally got that, like,
and like you said too, I feel like, you know, people get it twisted too, because like most artists try to focus on like their local fans and like people who are in their surrounding areas and shit, but it's like those probably aren't your fans and those probably aren't your clients and stuff, and it's like you go to a whole new city and they treat you like a god. They're like, yo, you like you can do all this, you can, you know what I mean,
because the
and
prophet's
like,
not accepted in their own hometown.
Exactly, until they come back and show everybody, you know what I mean, that you are the Messiah, like you are the, you know what I mean.
And that's the one thing I definitely learned, like, especially like being a artist and a performing artist at that, like, you feel me, working with Wisdom Court, they shout out to Wisdom Court.
Yeah, shout out to Wisdom Court.
Billy Live.
Like, Billy gave me my first show, you feel me, like I had just released my first EP. That was my first project I had worked on. Me and one of my homeboys, he's still and forever will be my producer. Like, that's one of the only people I go to, you feel me, but like I said, Billy gave me my first show.
I think he gave us our first show.
Billy did give us.
Yeah, he gave us our first show too.
Yeah, so,
like a public show.
Yeah.
So you feel me? That was a whole different crowd that I had never met before. Like, never seen any of these people a day in my life. And when I got up there, Billy, like, I'm not gonna lie, he put me on the spot. He straight told everybody, like, yeah, shout out to TPE Taz, he about to come up here. I'm just letting everybody know now, this is his first time performing.
Oh, shit.
Thank you, Billy.
So,
Right. Shout out to Billy, yo.
So everybody hear that, they like, oh, for real? All right, hold up, let me come up here and see this. I'm
right.
just like,
Yeah. Now you got everybody's attention.
Right.
But it was that push, like, that push is what I needed, you feel me? Because otherwise, I'd have just been recording and then just releasing music, not promoting, not trying to really do anything with it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And I tell people that too, like, the more you push yourself out of your comfort zone, the more comfortable you are in every situation around you. You know what I mean? And as an artist, like, the more vulnerable you are, the more you show your vulnerability to the people and you express to, like, how you feel and stuff like that, you're more powerful in their eyes because they can't say shit to you because you already laid out all your shit in front of them, you feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like, at that point, what could they say? You already said it for them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, bro. Respect.
So I have another question for you. So what is a goal of yours? Like, what's something that, you know, you want to do in the future with all this ownership and all the things you've done already?
First things first is I really want to make Trap Pack a production company. You know what I mean? Like,
nice.
Essentially put everything under one. Like, I know everybody say it's smarter to, you know, do multiple LLCs or like do an LLC for this, you feel me, keep this separate from that, you feel me, but when you look at everything that I'm doing, I'm literally producing, like,
you're creating,
like, yeah,
regardless.
I'm not going to anybody like, all right, here, give me this, and then I'm about to add this, and then I'm gonna sell it. Like, if only thing that I'm doing that with is, you feel me, the clothes that I'm getting and putting my logo and stuff on, you feel me, but I mean, it's how you start out.
Right.
Yeah. You got to start somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, you have a solid umbrella.
Yeah.
You have a solid umbrella, so
facts.
Regardless of what you do, you literally have multiple things to offer people. So, like, you know,
and
shout
like
out
you
to
have different lanes, so it's like, you know,
Yes.
if this thing ain't working at this moment in time, you got this.
You got plans A, B, C, D, E. Like,
literally. And as an artist, you need to, because like we're constantly going against the current of the water. You know what I mean?
Right.
Once we get over that wave, there's another one that we got to hit. You know what I mean? And it's like just staying on top of that. And it's like all about like artist mentality, business mentality, and being yourself. You feel me? And like just hearing from everything, your experience and everything, I definitely see you understand that. You know what I mean? Like how to be an artist. You know what I mean? And that's when to create and do your work, what you're supposed to. You know what I mean? That's your money maker, your creativity. And then your business is, do I need an LLC? How much money do I need? is this gonna be beneficial? You know what I mean? Is this an asset or a liability? You know what I mean? And then being yourself, and most importantly, you know what I mean? Like you said, I am who I am. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, that's fire. Because you got all that for going for yourself already. You feel me?
And then on top of all of this, I also got my own YouTube channel. Like,
right, he said he was on the YouTube instead, right?
Talk about that a little bit.
So, all right, I'm not gonna lie. When I first started doing this whole YouTube thing, like, it was literally like me trying to find a way to finesse the game. You feel me? Because I was no longer that popular person that, you feel me, I was in high school. You feel me? I didn't have that, you feel me, big fan base that, you feel me, I thought I had, you feel me, in high school. You feel me? So I'm like, you know what? Since I'm reaching more people when I go out of town and perform, you feel me, the best way to reach people, you feel me, during the pandemic was, you feel me, through YouTube, through social media, you feel me. So I done made like 3 or 4 different Instagram pages, you feel me, for each thing that I'm doing. And then I started the YouTube as literally a means to try to promote everything and then get more eyes on my music. You feel me? But like what I was doing with YouTube, I was doing the gaming shit. You feel me? So,
gaming.
Yeah. So like what I mainly do, like what I like really got known for was hosting car meets on GTA.
Okay. Hosting car meets on GTA, right?
Yeah.
I just started gaming, like, you know what I mean? I'm about to get my Twitch account and stuff. If y'all want to play me on Fortnite and shit, Alonzo Official, you know what I mean? Come get, I'm in Delhi with the sniper and shit. but like, but like, even like as an artist, you know what I mean, creating a Twitch account and stuff, like we talked about this on the last podcast and stuff, like how, you know, an artist for streams for Spotify and shit is literally making a fraction of a penny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when it comes to Twitch, you're making like 8 cents per stream,
like 40 views
per 40 streams
like
or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, what? Like as an artist, you might as well get onto the Twitch and gaming and stuff, because like you're making more money doing that than the streams, you know what I mean, that you would be getting off of Spotify and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna lie, like like as an independent artist, you feel me, and then like coming into the music game, not having anybody giving me any knowledge or anything, like I honestly didn't come in contact with people that was actually like starting to spit game to me, like until I met Wisdom Court. You feel me? Like, but like like I said, coming into the music industry, you feel me, at any level, you feel me, independent and not knowing anything, like you're gonna come in there with these expectations, you feel me, when you release a song, like, oh yeah, when I release this is about to do that, I'm about to make this off of that, you feel me, not realizing, you feel me, and Spotify ain't really paying that much,
right?
You feel me, Apple ain't really paying that much, you feel me. Only thing that you really about to really make money off of, you feel me, is YouTube, and that's only if you got enough views, you feel me, yeah, the shit's actually monetized.
Right.
You feel me? And like,
and when it comes to music and stuff like that, you know what I mean, like if you want to have a successful like campaign and stuff, you know, it's all about marketing. It's all about what team you have behind your project, you know what I mean, that's going to help you push it to the right people, because in this industry, in the music industry, it's all about who you know, and it's a very cutthroat industry, you feel me? I don't give a fuck, because at the end of the day, there's millions of artists trying to do what we're doing, you know what I mean, and it's like for a record label or somebody to take somebody, they're not going to come up to you and then ask you, be like, hey, you want to sign? Like, nah, they want somebody to come to them and be like, look, here's my stuff, here's my EPK, this is my track, this is the budget I have behind my project, this is what I got going for myself, you know what I mean? And then from there, they'll be like, okay, you know, because at that point, like, they're putting less money into you, you know what I mean? And, like, you know, because at the end of the day, it's an investment in their eyes too, you know what I mean? If they're going to put money into you and stuff, they want to make sure you got your shit on order. If not, they're not even going to waste your time. There's millions of other artists that probably do have their shit in order, you know what I mean, that they could be working with. So it's like, you know what I mean, standing out and being consistent and just, you know, just keep doing what you're doing, like having a plan, having a strategy behind what you're doing,
and a solid brand. Because like I feel like that's really what it comes back to, is like you could do music, you could do production, this or that, but it's like if people know your brand, like they're gonna recognize you no matter what. Like what am I looking for? Like platform you're on, you know what I mean? Whatever medium your art is coming through, you get what I'm saying? They're gonna recognize your brand. So like, I think that's what you're doing. Like, you know what I mean? You're getting the clothing line going. You got even the shoe thing. Like the shoe is a whole different.
Yeah, like I said, we gonna bring that up too. You know what I mean? We want to talk about that too.
Right. I was gonna say, so we got some people in the comments. Reckless said, "Play his song with my bros." Second time they talked about that one too.
So that's one of my fan favorites.
Okay.
That I had. I originally released it with this guy. I don't know what he goes by now. You feel me? But like we had differences, so we went our different ways. You feel me? But I released that track with him, and I'm not gonna lie, that one and my last release, those were the ones that like really got the most attention. You feel me? And like, as far as performing, everybody wants me to perform that. Every time I go to a show and there's people that actually know me or know my music, with my bros and Ziploc are the main two requested songs.
Okay, so what y'all thinking then? In the comments, make sure y'all comment if you want to have TPE Taz come perform with my bros on the podcast live. I think that would be pretty fire. So let us know what y'all thinking out there.
Right, y'all want to see him come perform? Let us know. Like it up.
Yeah, Chop asks, what rappers have you met?
Famous rappers.
Not even famous. Whoever stands out to you. You feel me?
All right, well, we can start local. You feel me? Local rappers. I've met essentially like all the big name Baltimore rappers. I used to intern at Pimpin' Beat Studio. I don't know if any of y'all have ever heard of that. That was at one point that was like one of the hottest studios in Baltimore. Like all the artists came through. Like BFL, Breezy, and the two little young niggas, Breezy and Corey. That I actually engineered a couple of one of the like poppin' songs.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I done met TSO Tato. I did a song with him. Ziploc was actually originally with him, but things didn't go as planned, so I ended up releasing it with just my verse. But that I done met Young Moose. I done met President Davo, Stars, all of them. And honestly, like they all run with my girl's cousin, so like I've always been connected with, you feel me? Like ever since I like stepped foot in the music game in Baltimore, like I realized how many people I was already connected with.
Right, like, without even knowing it,
yeah,
like
you feel me? And then one like my engineer, he was the one that was giving me my internship. Like he was the one that was training me on everything when I was doing the internship at the studio. He now works at Hitman Studio, architect. You feel me? So whenever I go through that shit with him, I'm seeing all the big name artists that come through. You feel me? I don't have
That's
YG
huge.
Tech. You feel me? All of them.
Wow.
And then we can go as far as down everybody that we done met through Wisdom Court. You feel me? I done met y'all. You feel me?
Right.
I'll never forget our first show when we saw y'all. Like I still to this day, bro. I still want to do a track with you. I never.
Yeah, let's get it.
I know it's been some time. You feel me? We ain't been in contact like that, but I still stand on that. Like,
hell yeah, let's get it.
You feel me?
Let's get it.
But yeah, I done met a whole bunch of different people. Because it wasn't cool, I met Ja Rule. You feel me? That was actually
That's cool.
That was actually the day I met Billy and got introduced to Wisdom Court.
Cool. Wow.
And you met Ja
And
Rule.
he's like, here's Ja Rule.
Well, see, that's the thing. It's because they were opening up for him at Soundstage. So a friend of mine, I had just made a post on Facebook like, yo, I'm trying to work with any like local upcoming artists. You feel me? Like let's both get this money. This girl I went to school with that I didn't even know she was listening to my music. She hit me up and was like, yo, hit up J Money. He worked with this team called Wisdom Court.
Shout out to J Money. That's my homie right there.
You feel me? So I hit him up and he was like, yo, we got a show this weekend at Soundstage. Come out here, come show some love. I'll introduce you to Billy. So come out there. You feel me? Anybody that knows Billy Live, y'all know how he is when you catch him at an event. he'll say what's up to you, and then you turn around for a second, he gone. You ain't about to
Right.
He's in the crowd.
High vibe, bro. He's observing, doing his thing.
Like, just imagine me being somebody that he don't know. You feel me? Just coming up to him like, "Oh, ain't you Billy Live?" And he's looked at me like he just can't even say nothing.
Right. Cause he's like, is this a good or bad confrontation?
Right.
You feel me? So I had to break it down real quick to him before he walked off, because he just had that look in his eye like he was just about to.
Yeah. Like I'm out.
So I'm like, all right, boom, look. My homegirl told me to hit up J Money. Got introduced to J Money. J Money told me to catch you on the move, introduce myself to you. So what's up? I'm TPE Taz. Then he was just like, all right, hit me up on Facebook. I'll talk to you about the show. And that was that. That's how I got into all of this.
Yeah, facts.
Comments is going crazy.
What are they saying?
Just gotta say it.
Oh, shit.
So they saying a lot of stuff.
Oh shit.
They said they still trying to hear with my bros. They said, "Yo, Demon XV said Daddy Taz, bro." Somebody said, "Bro, leave." LOL. Then they said, "Daddy Taz again, yo, bro. What's up with my monkeys? Y'all making Taz look bad." Okay, let me just stop reading these comments. they being goofy in the comments, y'all.
Yeah,
but basically, you got people supporting you.
Yeah, those are all that's my little gaming crew. You feel me?
Oh, so they trolling you and doing all that shit.
All right, shout out to y'all for tuning in to tonight's episode. For sure.
Yeah, for showing
And
love,
shit,
keeping the comments loud.
Since I started my channel, like I met them in somebody else's GTA lobby, and they was like, "Yo."
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I was like, "Yo, I'm about to start doing my own shit." Like they was like, "All right, well, this shit bullshit, so we about to come fuck with you."
Okay.
You feel me? And
Shout out to y'all.
ever since then, they've been rocking with me. That's been the family. So
They like Tazzy boy.
Emojis and comments just keep flying
they
in.
going ham
So
over here.
they loving you in the comments. But all right, y'all. So listen, we said a lot of good stuff tonight.
Yes.
We still got one more segment right after this, so we're gonna just kind of wrap up this interview. And I want to ask you, like, you know, what is it that you want to leave the people with?
What's your takeaway? You know, what you want to leave the people with?
man, no matter what anybody says in life, just be yourself, be you. You feel me? Do everything to the fullest. Like
Facts.
the energy that you put into waking up every day, keep that same type energy all day throughout anything. You feel me? Just keep it going.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because at the end of the day, whatever anybody thinks don't fucking matter.
You feel me? Like that's facts. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
Facts.
Simple as that.
Right.
You feel me? That's what it is for me. You feel
Cool,
me?
cool.
Like, I'm about business.
Now, I know you had some of those customized shoes or something
Yes.
with you. I know you probably want to show the people before we head out and shit.
These are a little done up, but this is my very first pair of custom Air Forces I ever did.
Okay.
And I actually did this for one of my first big shows. It was in
What's this Trap Pack on the front?
Yeah.
And you paint all that?
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Hand painted this.
That's dope.
I love customizing Air Forces. They're my favorite ones to do. This is a pair that I'm working on right now.
Ooh.
That one's super tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know y'all can't really say it like that, but it says I am who I am. So I wanted to, you feel me? Since I'm bringing back my clothing,
fire, bro.
I'm also gonna be rocking them.
Yeah, I'm about to get a pair of these
You
shit.
feel me? So eventually the goal with my custom kicks is like to eventually be actually selling, you feel me, shoes that I done went out and bought custom design, you feel me, put them back out there for y'all to buy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I love making art, you feel me? I love, you feel me, capturing a vision, you feel me, and it being there forever. You feel me? Like,
And the fact that you're like customizing, I don't know shit about customizing shoes and shit and stuff like that, but that looks pretty fucking good. You feel me?
see,
Like,
it's not done yet, but you feel me? I wanted to still have something to show y'all. You feel me? This is what I'm working on right now, my current project. You feel me? So,
shit, I might have to hit you up for some customized Air Forces.
Comment form. I am what I am. I love that, man. I love that. So definitely bring that back, man. It's good.
Facts.
I got this saying that says, you know, never limit yourself to what you can do. And you, my brother, are a true definition.
Yeah, you are a true example of that.
I just want to salute you. Keep grinding. Keep doing what you do, man.
appreciate that. Man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that's the plus. It's going past what I thought because, you know, I'm old, so I got to go to bed if I got to work in the morning. But to hear you say when you go on stage, you have fun. I needed to hear that because I perform this weekend, next weekend, as a matter of fact, and I'm not comfortable with it. You know what I mean? It's not, I haven't found my smooth rhythm yet. You know what I mean? So I needed to hear your comfortability. It made me feel comfortable. You gave me some inspiration, man, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I'm glad I can help. The one thing I can say, you feel me, as far as like being uncomfortable, you feel me, with performing, like, I'm gonna keep it honest with you. I'm still not comfortable with my performances. You feel me? Like, it's, you can ask my girl, like, even coming here, you feel me, my anxiety was kicking my ass. You feel me? Like, and then, you feel me, even you can just imagine how much worse it is actually getting ready for a show to be on stage. You feel me? Like, but it's, only thing I can say is go out there and have fun.
That's right.
And like going off of that too, right? Like when you go out there and you do it, you're not even gonna think about it.
Yeah.
There's been so many situations, like you said, where I've been to a show and it's just like, man, I don't even want to go. I'm tired as fuck. I haven't even eaten yet, or my nerves are off. I feel like I'm about to have a seizure. I'm shaking. Like I'm nervous, anxiety. Like, you know what I mean? But then the second I grab that mic and the second that beat comes on and the second I start rapping and shit or doing my thing,
you win it.
I'm not hungry. I'm not nothing. I'm energetic. I'm in my zone. I'm like, and then after I'm just like, whoa, like did I just do that?
Nah.
You know what I mean? And that's what matters.
Yeah.
I think, and just one more thing, just as far as like someone who enjoys like seeing other people express themselves through their music and stuff like that, and I mean like any caliber, you know what I'm saying? Because my family isn't from here, so like I'm kind of used to a different kind of, like our music artists are just a little different, you know, and they're kind of like more like I did, hey, how you doing? You know,
right.
kind of thing. So I think for me, like when I'm going out and I'm seeing like, you know, anybody performing and stuff like that, I like to see y'all like figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Some
right.
people like actually appreciate the nuances of you trying to figure out what that flow is, or you switching it up so that you can like kind of see, okay, well maybe this one might work with this song. You know what I'm saying? So don't be too hard on yourself. I'm sure you're doing music.
Yeah.
Wow, that was crazy because like I never thought of it from that perspective. Me being an artist, you know what I mean? I'm not thinking of it like from that perspective of like, you know what I mean? Like people are looking at us like that. You know what I mean? Shit.
And also very inspiring too, because the fact that y'all can even get up there and do that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people can't do that at all. Even psych themselves up to get ready to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a talent that y'all all have that is definitely appreciated.
Well, shout out to all.
All right, guys, last comment.
I'm gonna add one thing to that because I think it was great from what everybody said, and I think it all comes together as one thing. As I actually said at the beginning, I tour manage. I'd never been on tour before. The first week I was on tour, they threw me like, so as a tour manager in electronic, you have to set the mixer up for them. They don't want to go be seen before, and they put me in Salt Lake City in front of 15,000 people.
And was
I
like
walk
set
out
up
there and I'm sitting up there scared. I don't want to be here. And then like for a while when I was on tour, like we were touring big cities, Avalon and Los Angeles, and I was scared every week. I just couldn't get past it. And then finally I realized, I'm like, wait, what do all of us do in the music industry for, in any industry? We do it so people that had a hard week, they go out and enjoy themselves. So we're not doing it for ourselves. I mean, a lot of times we say, I'm doing it for myself, No, at the end of the day, you're consumers who you're doing it for. So you gotta go beyond yourself and shake those nerves and know at the end of the day, they're there for a good time. You mess up, they're probably not even gonna notice.
Man, it turned up anyways. Like
You're the entertainment and always know your worth, but also at the same time know that these people are there to support you, having a good time, and mistakes happen.
And they want to see you have a good time as an artist. You know what I mean? Because the more confident you are as an artist, they feel confident. You know what I mean? Because it's like your progression and your artistry. People want to feel a part of that. People want to feel like they had something to do with, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm a fan. Like, you know what I mean? I shared, I did this, and I had, something to do with his progression to the top. Like, people like that, you know what I mean? And as a fan or as an artist, you want to make sure that you have your fans, you just bring them on the ride. You know what I mean? You want to slowly just bring them onto what you're doing in whatever way possible, and just make them feel included.
My one thing that I would say though, no matter what you do, even if you mess up, keep going.
Keep going. Yeah,
Keep doing that shit.
Keep going.
Right.
Cause like, especially for the people that have never heard your music and this is their first time seeing you, you feel me? And I've learned that they aren't gonna know. And then even still, the people that do know, like my girl has been in the studio with me when I recorded most of my songs. You feel me? So when she's at the shows and she's recording my performances, and I at the end of the performance, she like, "Oh, babe, you did good, you did amazing." I'm like, "Nah, I messed up. Like I messed up like a bunch of times." She was like, "On what part?" So you feel me? I tell her pull up the video, and I'll be like, "Look, right there, right there, right there." She like,
hard too. So
that.
that's why I said just play around with it. It's a beautiful experience for everybody, honestly.
You feel me? And I mean, it's easy to forget. You feel me? Like, and that's the one thing a lot of people don't want to give us credit for. Like, especially as an artist, like you're writing multiple songs, and people are expecting you to remember each one of these songs word for word. Do you feel me? So and if you ask me, if I see somebody mess up on a couple words, I ain't about to discredit you for your performance. You feel me? Because like my biggest fear was getting on stage and not knowing or not remembering any of my words. And I'm not gonna lie, like I went all the way to Miami and did that. Wow. You feel me? Like I got too high, you feel me, and it was hot. We performing outside, you feel me? So I got on stage and I'm all hype. As soon as I get on stage, I said my first line and then forgot everything else.
So and take risks, man. Take risks.
But everybody there, they couldn't tell. You feel me? Like they thought that, you feel me, I was just doing the ad-libs for the song. They thought that, you feel me, it was my boy TSN Slay, shout out to him. You feel me? They thought that it was just him on the whole track. Until I went and did a solo track and did the same thing. You feel me? But I realized like at the end of it, it ain't that bad. You feel me? Like you on
it's
stage.
It's a journey.
Yeah, like you live and you learn. You feel me? If you don't learn from your mistakes, then
something ain't right.
yeah.
Yeah, round of applause for that, y'all.